So I wanted to do a quick video a second upon quality, because even though, as you can see, I got my computer roughly running and all that, there are problems with this, which means that I've got to pretty much return 90% of it. First off, the Corsair case, as you can see, this left one is supposed to be the power button. This right one is the HDD light. This one works, the HDD light. The power button doesn't. And as you can see, as proof... Oh, no, you can't see, but if you look really hard, you can see that my power plug... Oh, there you go. My power plug is actually correctly in. There you go. You can just about see it now. So yeah, I've got a burnt out LED on my case. So the case has either got to have a replacement LED or it's got to go back if I can't get a replacement LED from Corsair. I've already opened that case for them. This Noctua fan is a lot louder than my front fans. And that's not because this front panel is on. I mean, I've only just put this on. I had the computer bare originally, and I could only hear my front fans when I put my ears in chopping distance of them. This one, you might be able to have just heard just then, but I can hear it. The other problem is my motherboard. As you can see, well, I think you can see, just about, you can see that that fan isn't spinning. That fan is connected to my CPU opt fan header, and it's not working. Basically, it works if I move it around a little bit and, you know, try and get it in. If I do something like, okay, maybe that's not working. Every other socket around there works. I've tested every other socket. The one right next to it works. I mean, there's two fan headers. There's a CPU fan header and a CPU opt fan header. The CPU fan header works perfect. The CPU opt fan header, yeah, is kind of on and off. And I've checked the internet. Some other people have had this problem. A couple of other people. It's an extremely rare problem, but it does occur. So yes, that's also the motherboard that's got to go back. So that at the moment, that's totaling the case that's got to go back, the fan that's got to go back, and the motherboard that's got to go back. So far, I mean, I don't think there's any other problems at the moment. But yeah, that's basically my little rant on quality there. I mean, you may have noticed that in one of my older videos, if you've been watching my other videos, I've actually moaned about NZXT build quality. And it's one of the reasons why I chose, say, Corsair over NZXT. Also, Asus are renowned for build quality, apparently. Even though I've actually had two of their boards now. I've had the Asus Rampage Extreme and this X79 Deluxe both fail on me consecutively. So 2 consecutive boards that I bought from Asus have both failed on me now. And I'm pretty sure it's not user error. If it was user error, the entire panel up there would be broken and the motherboard would be half functioning. If you've got even the slightest little scratch on the bottom there, it would just annihilate. I mean, I've had a slightest, literally the tiniest scratch ever I've had on the bottom of my motherboard before, and it's caused complete and utter failure. It's definitely not that. If it's so isolated to that CPU opt header, and the CPU opt header, if you move, works if you move the connector around a little bit, you know, just fiddle with it and that. If it works, then, you know, it's just a temporary problem right up there in the corner, and some other people have had it. Just in case you're wondering, no, it's not actually the fan cable doing it. I've tested multiple fans. I've also tested my H100 pump, and they all have the same sort of problem. I mean, you can, you know. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I'm not too impressed at the moment with the build quality that I'm getting from from Asus and Corsair. that is the first Noctua fan I've had fail on me. Well, I say it's failed on me. It's not failed on me. It's actually working perfectly fine. It's just a little loud. It's got a little bit of a static vibration to it. Hang on. I'm going to go quiet for a second. You can just about hear it. But it's loud enough that it's going to do my head in when I actually put the computer together. Aside from that, everything else is working perfectly fine on my computer. I mean, anything that I've actually put together is working. It's just now I've got to take it all apart again so that I can RMA it, basically. I was kind of looking forward to this computer. I mean, that's there. You can see that the current specs of this, in fact, the whole specs of this computer.